What are we gonna do with Jon Jones? So Jon Jones went out to the Saudis to go watch the PFL versus Bellator, where Ryan Bader got smoked, and in the audience was he himself, Francis Ngannou. So we have Francis Ngannou and Jon Jones in tight proximity, and I saw, I'm not gonna say fear from Jon Jones, but upon seeing them together, Francis might dust up Jon Jones. I don't think it would be close. I really don't. I was looking at Jon Jones, that belly, that pot belly. I'm like, where did this come from? He looked chunky. He looked very big. He looked like he's been eating very well. And yeah, that extra 40 pounds he took 3 years to put on is definitely come back to bite him in the ass. Because here's what they don't tell you about putting on mass and weight. It's hard to do cardio. And then especially considering the man has a torn pectoral. It's not like he can do much cardio. So he put on all this muscle mass and bodybuilding weight and basically massed himself up by eating just a bunch of food and getting heavier. He can't afford to really get bigger. He's getting too big too quickly because he can't move as well because he's fucking 250, 260 now? He's a huge dude. He's huge. And Jon Jones used to walk around like at 220, 230. Now he's almost blown up to like 260. He looked big. There's a pot belly. And Francis called him fat. And that one was jarring because I had to acknowledge it because Francis is a fighter. He is the top of the food chain. And to see a man call that man fat, and Jon has always been like a pretty in shape, solid guy. This is bad news. I don't know what Jon Jones is going to do, man, because this pectoral, I don't know how long it's going to take. And so he's going to try to get this fight with Stipe because he laid out his plan. He wants to fight Stipe. He might do Aspinall, and then he'll wrap up with Francis. And my question is Stipe even available? Is Stipe still fighting? Like, Jon's going to take, another 5-6 months for this pectoral to heal, and then he'll be ready to fight. Stipe's going to be what, like 47, 53? Stipe's done, man. I saw Stipe walking, dude. He was limping. He looked like he was fucked up. I'm like, dude, why is this man fighting? He should be retired. He's good. He's at the firefighter thing, and he's just having a good time at home. Why is he fighting Jon Jones for? For just a one-off. And then really, I think Aspinall would dust up Jon Jones. I think, I don't want to say Jon Jones is cooked, but he's an unproven product at heavyweight. And it's fair to say this because Cyril Ngannou didn't even try to fight him. He was too scared. He fucking cowered in and took an L. But it brings the question, what are we going to do with Jon Jones? Does he have a real plan, or is he just done? Is he just cooked? He's out here doing seminars. He looked out of breath. He looked old. He looked fat. It was almost like DC. Yeah, man, that's an interesting conundrum we got. Because Francis is now prospering. Francis now is the number one heavyweight in the world. He is. Like, that. Fuck what Jon Jones is talking about. Francis is the number one draw in heavyweight fighting, period. Boxing or MMA. And Jon is, I don't know what Jon's position is anymore in MMA because we haven't seen him fight in so long. It's been how long? We got one fight at heavyweight, and prior to that, it's going to be another, like, realistically, that wasn't even a fight. It was 13 seconds. So we have not seen Jon truly fight since, I want to say, Dominic Reyes. Is that when he retired and basically dropped out the sport for a minute to be a heavyweight? So it's been a full 4 or 5 years since seeing Jon Jones really fight. And I'm asking, is Jon Jones still the same commodity? Is he still just as good as he always was? And add on that he's added 4 years of non-combat really experience. Not combat experience, but 4 years of non-ring time. Is he like just all the way rusted? Like, can he truly keep up? Is he going to have the cardio? Is he going to be able to lose the weight? I predict Jon suffering many losses at heavyweight. And this is a sad thing to say. I look at Jon Jones the GOAT, but if you're looking at like the real life circumstance, and this is how age and Father Time gets everybody. Like, everybody's invincible until Father Time decides game time, you lost. It's over. Tony Ferguson found it the hard way. Let's see who else found it. There's a lot of guys found it. Chuck Liddell. A lot of guys found it the hard way that when Father Time says you're done, you're done. This might be the Father Time putting the time stamp on Jon Jones. We might have seen the last of Jon Jones, the greatness. Dominic Reyes. Thank you for listening.